not gonna lie. What the hell? There's some ketchup. Who let the ketchup fans in?
We got some ketchup truthers in here. I don't think burning someone's house down is theatrics. That's just crime.
Oh my gosh, it's not on the table. We don't have a precedent for this.
Welcome to Agree to Disagree. You guys will be asked a question and will move your mug to either the agree or disagree side. The further you put your mug on each side will correspond with how strongly you agree or disagree. You cannot leave your mug in the middle. You must have an opinion. Are you ready for your first question?
Yeah, mine's actually already disagreed with the rules.
I'd rather drink a coffee than drink an energy drink.
Unless it's a coffee-flavored energy drink, not happening.
I feel torn because I drink both equally. So I don't know. I'm more of a fiend for energy drinks, I think, mostly because I think I love the way it makes me feel. All the sugar makes me feel silly. And also, I'm so lactose intolerant.
Okay. It sounds like you're not putting enough sugar in your coffee, though.
Oh, no, it's a dessert.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, they always are?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So, what, do you just prefer, the tropical flavors of,
100%.
Okay.
Wait. Are you
I'm a huge coffee person. Are you kidding me? I get 2 coffees every time I come to film, and then I might get a coffee. It's a toss-up on whether I get a coffee on the way out.
So you're my op is what I'm hearing.
Your op?
Yeah.
What is that?
So an op is like you're my opposer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but anyone who prefers coffee, just
Okay.
I don't know. The sugary energy drink, the silly acidicness makes me feel tingly inside. The coffee just hurts.
Coffee's also acidic, and it makes you silly as well.
No, it's different. It's different.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree, I guess.
I guess.
Having obscure knowledge about random things makes me feel cool.
Gonna have to stick on the
Oh
agree.
yeah. If I could have it off the table, I would. Yeah, 100%.
You're really easy to engage about interests, I feel like. Yay. I also enjoy knowing things, but I feel like sometimes I don't want to share it right away because it feels like I'm putting out useless information.
That's so real. I've gotten to the point where I used to I would cringe at myself because I would overshare, and then I realized no one really gives a shit that much. So just do it. It's the more cringy you are, the less people care.
Yeah.
You just gotta dispute it, and then eventually someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I love that thing. That's awesome, dude. I didn't know anyone else like that."
Yeah.
And then you get a cool conversation.
Yeah. You like the things you like. You'll find someone who also enjoys that thing or is willing to give a shot on that thing.
In short, they match your freak.
Hell. Okay. Yeah.
I would do well on Family Feud.
I don't think so.
Why?
You can't stay in the middle. You have to pick
that's
one.
right. You can't move. I'm gonna go light agree. I feel like I don't know what the general populace likes, and I don't know that I have a squad that's the greatest. I was gonna say I don't have a squad that's the greatest trivia group, but that's kind of all we do.
Dang. Low blows.
But I also feel like I feel like several shows have done the thing where there's the guy who's like, oh, I was part of the survey, and he's the only answer for each category, and he keeps getting 1 point. I might be able to steal a couple categories by being the worst answer.
Okay, that's valid.
What about you? Why do you disagree?
I don't know, because I feel like it depending on what the topic is. If it were a topic of name 10 items that someone would bring to school, it's okay, pencil, backpack, but if it's what are the top 10 movies that people like, I'm I don't fucking know. I don't watch movies. Are you kidding me? I feel like I would...
You could name general things that people use in their daily life, but not things that...
In short, if it's easy, I could do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like I would have the most obscure answers, but they wouldn't get on the board.
Yeah.
I would just be completely wrong, or I would just piss off Steve Harvey.
I will, most of the time, bring my own food to the theater to eat during a movie.
That shit's way too expensive. $40, $60 to watch a movie? I could just watch it on Netflix at home if I wait a month.
Oh, so you don't even go to the movies?
Oh, no, I barely touch grass as it is. But like, no,
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that.
I love going to the movies.
Why?
Because it's a good environment. It's a good environment if people aren't shitty. Every now and then you get that one movie where the guy sits in front and he wants to just fucking like play on his phone the whole movie. I don't know why those people go to the movies.
Yeah.
Or some people who like will take their kids to a movie and then just bounce around to other movies afterwards because they've got time to kill or something. That frustrates me. But I love having a quiet space where I'm totally invested in the movie. I like having a reason to not pull out my phone. If I'm at home, I pull out my phone sometimes. Sometimes I have movies I'm really excited about, but that's why I like the movie theater, is it can kind of like lock me in to like a more intimate experience. But that being said, one fucking person eating popcorn too loud will totally pull you out of that experience.
Oh yeah.
Just as quickly.
What about like?
That's not you, and I'm not talking about Mari.
What about that one guy? Like if you're watching a comedy movie, he's like, yeah, woo! You know, in the movie theater, he's like saying shit out loud at the movie. Because I feel like there's always that one guy.
Sometimes that works, right? Sometimes if you're like in an experience that's like really bad, sometimes I'll welcome someone talking to the screen, but
Is that one
a
guy
lot of
over and
times,
over?
a lot of times I don't go to see movies that's the movie that I save for watching at home. I'm not gonna watch the Bye Bye Man in the movie theater. I'm not gonna watch Pee Pee Poo Poo Man like for $20.
Dude, that's my favorite movie. Please.
Support art.
Support Pee Pee Poo Poo Man. He's struggling.
If I had a button that would start my life over without my memories, I'd press it.
Wait, a button that would start my life over?
Yeah, without your memories. Would you press it?
No.
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 I wouldn't learn anything.
Yeah.
That'd be my problem, right? Is I heard this a long time ago, is like, I don't necessarily believe in fate, but if I went back not knowing what I know now, I'd do the same shit over again.
Yeah.
I would make the same mistakes that I already made, and I would have to learn it all again. And I wouldn't remember having to learn it the first time at least. But I mean, I don't think it'd go any better for me.
That's true. I mean, like you wouldn't know what you did wrong the first time. You wouldn't have any. So if you were you still, then you would just do the same thing. But that also like gives the argument of like if people are born with personalities, because I feel like that really depends. Because I feel like all the small stuff that happens when you're a baby is like what has an effect on the rest of your life. And if it's different this time, I'm assuming, because of outward factors, then maybe you would be a completely different person.
Yeah, maybe if I like started from right now moving forward, I
Yeah.
would, but I don't know. I guess I'll take what I've got with me right now.
That's fair.
It's what I've got.
I don't think I would. I think all of the things that I've experienced in my life so far, 100% have made me who I am. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be the kind of person I am. I wouldn't like, I don't think I would enjoy myself or my life as much.
Would we start now, or would we start when
I
we're
feel like we
babies?
started now, that'd make things up way different.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to start now? Or you, no?
I would just wake up and be like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to start now, and then I wouldn't want to start when we were babies because I wouldn't learn anything.
Yeah,
so I think
exactly.
it's pretty agreeable regardless.
In short, fuck that.
Pro wrestling is modern theater.
Yeah. Why aren't you moving your cup? There's a new question. Oh. That's a strong stance to take. What have you got with pro wrestling that's an issue? Oh my gosh, it's not on the table. We don't have a precedent for this.
No, theater? Modern theater.
Yeah.
What would you define as modern theater?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's the only form of modern theater, but I say pro wrestling is a great, like, theatrical art form that might be
Okay.
underrepresented. Did you say no over there? Pro wrestling is a great theatrical art form. It's underrepresented. I feel like it's kind of in a boom right now. There's two major professional wrestling companies in America that are killing it on TV.
Okay.
And celebrities are more invested in it than ever. And I think creatively, both companies are kind of killing it, as well as other companies across the world. Not only do I watch WWE, I love AEW. I've been trying to promote that recently because I found out a lot of WWE fans don't know that exists. And also, I mean, in AEW, for instance, I just watched a man's house get burnt down. One of the storylines recently was that he bought his childhood home because of his success in professional wrestling, and one of his enemies snuck into his house while he was performing and burnt his house down.
See, that's just arson. That's just a crime. Like, that's not theatrics. That's just a crime.
You can't get that in theater. Isn't that an amazing new theatrical medium?
If you piss someone off enough, I think that can be outside of theater. I think that.
Jason, are you saying that wrestling is real or fake?
I'm saying wrestling is real as shit. The thing is, there's storylines in wrestling, but whenever people break their spine, whenever people get like diverticulitis, whenever people bend their leg backwards, that's real, bro. That's real. You can't, when a guy goes through a fucking flaming table, what are you gonna say? CGI? You're gonna say that? If a guy goes through a flaming table, it's usually a shitty, dingy bar in the middle of nowhere, right? What are they gonna do? CGI? That's real right there. That's dedication to your art.
Okay.
And I think I'm not trying to knock like Broadway, for instance.
Yeah, because that's what I think of when I think theater.
Even like local theater. But I think like wrestling is an art form that a lot of people don't invest in because it's a little silly. But I think it also, whenever you invest in it, it knows it's a little silly. And it's a long-term thing, so you can it's meant for you to enjoy and get kind of spikes of adrenaline in the moment, but it's also to tell a story that sometimes will go on for a whole year or more. Yeah.
I mean, okay, to be fair, I don't really watch that much wrestling, and by that I mean I don't watch any. But, you know, I think, you know.
Is the cup coming off the floor?
I think. Not too much. I think,
That's still a lot of distance from the floor to slightly before disagree.
That's like maybe a foot. I'll give you that. You kind of won me over with like yeah. There's a lot of acting. I don't think burning someone's house down is theatrics. That's just crime. But I'll give you a little bit, because when I think of theatrics, I think of it campy. I'll give you that. But I don't think of like when I think of theatrics, I think like music, art, like performing arts. I don't think of like, oh yeah, that dude smacked another dude with a chair. That's fucking awesome. Like, yeah, I want to see them do that again. I think of like Broadway.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, I do argue that art comes in all shapes and forms, and I'll give you that one.
That's agreeable. But we also have to talk about the kind of story that builds up to guys getting whacked with chairs, because sometimes it's pretty good. Sometimes there is a theatrical buildup, and sometimes people do sing.
Train them for a package of sunshine and ravioli.
Okay.
I'll put a button on it, but sometimes people sing too.
All right, I'll cut you guys off there. Ketchup is an overused condiment.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep that.
I don't own ketchup. I don't own a single bottle of ketchup in my home. The other day, my boyfriend asked, "Hey, we're making eggs. Can I have ketchup?" Immediately, I was like, "Check the fridge. It's not going to be there." He's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean you don't have it?" I'm like, "Who puts ketchup on eggs?"
That is wrong.
Ketchup only belongs on burgers, maybe fries.
I don't even like it on that. I'm not gonna lie. What the hell? There's some ketchup. Who let the ketchup fans in?
We got some ketchup truthers in here.
You can use ketchup as a great base to make some other sauces.
Yeah, Ben. It's such a cop-out.
But the thing is you have to disguise it.
I put it on my eggs.
Adam, are you putting straight ketchup on things?
Maybe French fries, maybe.
That's what I said.
Maybe French fries.
That is what I said, so therefore I'm right.
Y'all haters.
Fish sticks is weird. Fish sticks is fucking weird.
Yes.
I get my fashion inspiration from other people's outfits I see on social media.
Like a light agree. Social media is not my main source of inspiration.
I think kind of, because like the way that I figured out about goth fashion and all of it is like through the internet, and through other people doing it. There's not very many like full trad goth people that you see walking around. So like I definitely had to have the internet influence that, but I don't actively like go online, go to Pinterest and be like, I'm gonna copy that outfit. Like it's just like I'm poor and this
Yeah.
is what I got,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try to make it look good. Like,
Okay, yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I also kind of like just made outfits from what I had. I worked retail for a couple of years, and that expanded my closet like hugely, and expanded my interests in general. I think I get more of my inspiration from like movies and sometimes wrestling. Sometimes
You just go shirtless.
I put
like-
yeah, definitely. I wear underwear all the time.
Yeah, just underwear.
Yeah, but like even like I put my hair up like this because of like Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings and shit. Like I mean I get it from a variety of different places and also just kind of poor people goodwill piecing together outfits.
Jason, how many shirts do you think you own?
How many shirts? Oh God.
At least
Yeah, I might have a rough estimate on shoes, but like shirts, I don't even keep all of. I've got like my closet is like full and it's angled, so I've got like an L of shirts. Some of them are doubled up. A lot of them are doubled up because I have a lot of Hawaiian shirts, and then I also have 2 wardrobe dressers full of short sleeve shirts and then long sleeve shirts that are more like base layer stuff. So,
Avatar: The Last Airbender is an anime. It's not, by the way. It's made in America.
I'm gonna disagree with you, Kieran.
Okay, so first of all, you're wrong.
Okay.
Anime, like Kieran said, it's like Japanese
Okay.
animation. Now it is animated, but it's made by Americans, and it's, as far as I know, Americans. But I don't know.
Does that mean that if an anime was made from the ground up by an American team,
Then it'd be a cartoon.
with all of the traditional tropes, it would be just a cartoon?
Technically speaking, I think so.
That's crazy.
I think.
That's a crazy stipulation, and we've had this conversation on a live stream before. We've had this. Adam was willing to die on a hill. It was because he was getting bullied about something that actually is an anime, not being an anime. I guess because it's not traditionally in line with what's thought of as an anime. I kind of saw anime more as like a genre than just saying it's any. Because some people also argue that any animation made by a Japanese team is anime, and that seems like a weird specifier.
You know, I would agree with that, honestly.
There's an old. You would agree with
Yeah,
that?
I
That
would-
any
I would
cartoon
agree.
made by a Japanese
Yeah,
person?
because it's
so
like-
if a Japanese person made Family Guy, that would be an anime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Like what if if a Japanese immigrant to America made Family Guy, would that be an anime?
You know, I would count that as an anime.
Okay.
I think if it's produced, that sounds wrong to say. If it's like produced by a Japanese person, I guess with the intent of it being an anime, because if you look at some anime, some of it is just a cartoon. Like especially like kids anime and stuff, if you look on Crunchyroll, a lot of it is just a cartoon. And I think it's still an anime. It's on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
You don't see Avatar on Crunchyroll. If I scroll on Crunchyroll and I see like Family Guy or Avatar, that's no.
The Crunchyroll is gonna be the qualifier for what makes an anime in your book?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Site 4 anime.
That's crazy.
You know, it's like if something gets in the Hall of Fame.
Think for yourself, people.
Then it's
Declare what anime is by your own standards, not what other people say.
Wake
anime
up,
is.
sheeple. Yeah.
I don't know. I've always been of the mind that like if something's totally inspired by anime, then I don't see an issue with calling it anime, but maybe that's a hot take. Maybe that's wrong, and maybe I'm uncultured for that.
And speaking of anime, somebody just ate shit in the studio.
Are you good?
It was Adam. Adam's chair.
Someone hit Adam with a chair. That's crazy. Why didn't we have a camera on that?
Off camera, Adam's chair fell apart.
Storytelling.
Out from underneath.
Making art over there.
Speaking of anime, everyone deserves a second chance.
Oh, that's really hard for me.
That's so hard to like
That's-
kind of half agree
really
with.
hard.
Actually, you just kind of have to agree or disagree with
You
that
know,
one.
I'm gonna take a leap here, and I'm gonna say I mostly agree because, for me, I'm the kind of person who gives someone probably way too many chances. I'm like far too patient.
Yeah.
But also, I give everyone the benefit of the doubt until they like prove me otherwise. And
Yeah.
if they've shown remorse, if they've shown that they understand what they've done is wrong and that they want to grow, I think they deserve a second chance. After that second chance, though, if they fuck it up again, that's on them.
Yeah.
They did that to themselves.
No, yeah, I think that's so fair. Like, I mean, that's what makes the difference, right? Is a person who listens versus like someone who's just gonna keep like fucking up and disappointing you.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's easy to give someone a chance if they're even remotely. Yeah, if they're even remotely seeming like they are trying to be better. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
But that also poses the question: does everyone show that though? Because
Yeah.
if not, then I guess everybody doesn't deserve that chance. But I feel like I'd give everyone that chance, and then after that, it's like they don't deserve a second chance.
Yeah.
I would survive longer on a deserted island than the person across from me.
I don't know what you're. That's so low. That's so low. I wouldn't survive that long. I'm gonna put a slight agree. I don't think we would have that much of a difference. What? Yeah.
I don't know if I could even make fire.
I guess I
don't-
I might not be able to make fire without a lighter.
I think the only thing I could do, maybe start a fire, maybe purify some water,
Yeah.
maybe cook something.
Yeah.
There's no way I can build a shelter. Ain't no way I'm gonna be able to skin something.
Yeah.
I have a fear of blood.
Oh,
Like that's
okay.
not. If
Oh,
I hurt
okay, yeah,
myself,
I
like I'm
might-
screwed. Like I don't think I could do it. I'm fucked.
I don't really like. I don't like seeing blood, but I could probably handle it a little bit better, and I might be able to also do a fire. I saw Voyage of the Mimi. I know how to purify water, but yeah, not living much longer. I think maybe I could beat Mai to death before
I feel
died.
it's fine. I would just sacrifice myself so you would have some food or
Yeah,
something.
there we go.
Like survival of the
Thanks.
fittest type thing. You know? I'm just that noble.
We could hunt or we could just fight right now. And
Just get it over
And then we
with.
only have to do half the food.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Jason's take of, I mean, I could just kill Mai and
Yeah.
then use the mug closer to agree. Oh, I'm gonna live longer than her on this island.
It's not a question.
All right. Thanks, guys. You want to wave to the camera?
Bye. Agree to disagree.
If you like today's video, you should watch this video and then